Hello America, my name is Schiaffino Musarra and I am still running to become the next President of the United States of America. And for those of you paying attention, part-time Senator, part-time Dr. Seuss enthusiast, and full-time professional heel Ted Cruz is also in the race. In his announcement speech, Ted asked us to use our imagination, asking us to imagine things like the simple flat tax, the abolishment of the IRS, hanging out with the Founding Fathers back in 1776. Now, while it would be fascinating to imagine his candy-coated, Canadian bacon-flavored, armored-piercing, bulleted Jesus land, if Ted Cruz really wants to be president, America will need to imagine much, much more than this. For starters, Ted, we would need to imagine that you did not cost the American taxpayers over $24 billion due to the 2013 government shutdown. Because, let's face it, the "it was Obama's fault" argument is kind of running out of steam. We would also need to imagine that gay people are, well, not people who should be afforded the same inalienable rights as all American citizens. And then, of course, imagining this reality would require us to imagine that you're not actually standing on the wrong side of history with regard to this topic. A tough one. We would need to imagine that, as you claim, not standing up for the repeal of Obamacare is somehow the moral equivalent of voting for Hitler. Your wife, who is currently signing up for Obamacare, will no doubt need to answer for this one in the Cruz household, I would imagine. We would certainly need to imagine that your response to a 3-year-old that took you at your word when you claimed that the world was on fire was in some way appropriate. Yes, honey, the world is on fire. Night-night. Sleep tight. And finally, we would definitely need to imagine that your position as a climate denier somehow aligns you with Galileo, who is widely accepted to be one of the most brilliant minds in human history. That there is one hell of an ask. Now, I have no doubt that you will find people willing to imagine all of the things on this now amended list of yours. But if you're asking us to imagine you as the next president of these United States, I'm afraid that's where we draw the line, Ted. You are nothing more than Sarah Palin with a prick and a suit, and therefore unfit for the highest position in this land. And Republicans, if you're smart, which you're not, you would leave Ted Cruz out there, running all alone for as long as you can. Because let's face it, nobody is more effective at making an ass out of Ted Cruz than the man himself. Good luck, Ted. We're all watching.